I'm Adam Morgan, and I'm a former software engineer. I've worked with brands like CNN, NBC, TBS, and at one point, I even worked with the Super Bowl winning running back. I was a normal guy working a normal job who got tired of not being in good shape. And with some consistency and patience, I was able to change that.
This week is a 7-year anniversary of when I decided to get a gym membership. Honestly, I don't know how I managed to stick with it this entire time, but it is easily the greatest decision I've ever made. It is the magic pill for improving your presence, your confidence, your work ethic, and your ambition. Get in shape, and I promise it is the greatest decision you will ever make. As I was reflecting on my 7-year journey, I decided I wanted to make a series of videos, a getting started guide that I wish I had when I was just starting out. A getting started guide which will answer some of the questions like, how long and how often should you train? What kind of split should you start with if you start with a split at all? What's the bare minimum you should do? What's the equipment you should buy? How do you create your own workout? How do you integrate cardio into your life? But before we get there, we have to start with the basics, the absolute foundation that is going to ensure that you get the results you want. And I feel like I can sum that up with 2 words: commitment and consistency. Commitment, because at its core, that is what this is all about. Over the years, I've been to gyms and I've seen people who are in and out. They're in the gym for 2 or 3 months, then they're out for a month, then they're in for another month, and then they're out. They're always bringing up the issues that got in their way. Work got busy, a new project came up, they got a promotion, they moved into a new apartment, something happened, and that's why they fell off the train. But the people who look like they work out, the people who look like they go to the gym, always show up. They're the people who don't let life get in the way, because life happens to all of us. If you want to improve your health, you have to make your health a priority. And in order to make your health a priority, you have to make the time for it. Now, maybe your reason for going to the gym isn't purely health, but it is important to have some reason why this is important to you. And it doesn't matter what this reason is, just have a reason why. Maybe it's because you want to lose weight. Maybe it's because you're not attractive and you want to be marketable on the dating scene. Maybe your health is already declining and you want to undo that. Or maybe you were just bullied growing up and you want to get revenge on all the people that didn't think you were going to amount to anything. That's totally valid. I don't care what it is, just have a reason why, and have a reason that's important to you, because that's going to motivate you and give you something to rely on when the going gets tough. Now, the other part of this is consistency. Set a schedule and stick to it. Remove as many barriers as possible so that you can stick to this schedule consistently. If you train after work, work deadlines, happy hours, work events, friends and family visiting, there are so many things that are going to potentially get in your way and make you skip that workout. So don't work out after work if you know that's going to get in your way. Wake up early, work out before work so that there's no excuses to get in your way. That's what I did when I first started working out. It sucked. I didn't enjoy waking up at 5 o'clock every morning, but that's what needed to be done because I knew if I worked out after work, it wasn't going to happen. Now, how do you make commitment and consistency as easy as possible? Your schedule, which solves the consistency problem, should be a training plan that is 1, in line with your goals, and 2, you actually enjoy doing. Now, I get it. At first, everything's going to suck. So what exactly do I mean when I say actually enjoy doing? I'm referring specifically to how you train and what you want to look like. Don't train like a bodybuilder if you don't want to be a bodybuilder. Don't train like a runner if you don't want to be a runner. This might seem obvious, but this is where a lot of people mess up. Their day 1 of training involves going for a 3-mile run when they hate running and they don't even want to be a runner. It's just something they think they have to do. Rather than just thinking you have to run, pick something you actually enjoy doing. Maybe you like playing tennis. Maybe you like hiking. Maybe you like cycling. Maybe you've heard about this new thing called pickleball and you want to try that. All of those are totally valid forms of cardio and are going to be a more enjoyable way for you to get outside, get active without hating every part of your training. You're more likely to stay consistent with exercise when you're playing tennis with a coworker or a friend than you are by running 3 miles every day when you hate running. And similarly with training, if you're not trying to get big and jacked, don't feel like you have to sign up for CrossFit. Maybe yoga's your thing. And use this as a guide to find out how you should train. What is the stuff on social media that makes you go, oh, that's cool, I would like to do that? If powerlifting isn't one of those, don't go to a powerlifting gym. But if you find yourself scrolling through and watching people do cool hand balancing skills, then maybe you should pick up hand balancing. Do the thing that you actually just enjoy watching. I promise I'm going to get to the more interesting stuff in a later video. But what good is talking about reps and sets and the different exercises you should be doing when the vast majority of people who set a New Year's resolution never make it to week 2? The most important part here is setting yourself up for success so that you don't abandon the plan 2 weeks in. And in order to do that, you need to commit to the process and remain consistent. So please take the time to sit down and think about why this is important to you and how you're going to integrate this into your life so that you can remain consistent to see the results that you want to see. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you need some public accountability, please feel free to use the comment section to write why this is important to you and how you're going to go about setting up your schedule to integrate health and fitness into your life to help you achieve your goals. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel if you want to be notified when the next video in this series goes live. Thank you for watching.